I mean, it is Saturday, well, it's Sunday morning now. It's actually 1:40 a.m. right now. So I thought, well, I'll do some. I've added the top section, so I've only got one section to go on now. But while I was at it, I thought it would be a good time to do some modifications for the for when I install the balance charger. And so what I did was I thought, well, instead of putting Captain Tape inside here, which is what I was talking about in the previous live stream, I thought, well, I'll just put some Captain Tape on the back of the aluminium just for safety, just in case it comes into contact with the metal strips inside here. Anyway, I made some holes in here, and then I thought, I just realised something. Duh, I've got another layer to go on, so them holes in the wrong place. Maybe. Well, that's part of the reason why I put these holes in actually, but these holes are not in quite the right place anyway. Well, they're there enough. But that one didn't have any holes in anyway. This one here didn't have any holes in. And I thought, well, just in case, because these tabs, these connections on the balance charger, we've got to be able to access these when it's inside, so I can solder the wires on. So what I've got to do is basically cut a piece out, or drill some holes and then cut a piece out. So I'm going to use my knife and maybe my router tool, I don't know. I've just got to cut a groove in here so I can access these terminals to solder the wires in when this thing is installed, and when the balance leads are all clipped on. Obviously I've got to connect all the balance leads up later on. I'm not going to do that right this minute. So I was doing this, I drill these holes and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I've got the top layer to go on yet. Because it'll offset it, obviously. If I've another layer, the holes will be up here and not down there. You see what I mean? So this will only go down so far because this plastic, it's got this plastic clip. The plastic clip's got a little lip that sticks out here, which intersects with this plug, and because the plug's a lot wider, it won't go all the way in anyway. So when this plug's on like that, it will only go in, if I just turn it over, it will only go in. I don't want that terminal touching it, so it'll only go down to what's stopping it now? Oh, I've just burred it over, haven't I? That's what I've done. I burred it over. It's okay. Right. When I drill them holes, I burred it. So it goes down to about there. Right. So then I have my leads back so that this channel keeps it in all together. Right, it's a nice snug fit, I like that. It's not going to fall out. And it's easy to get it out if I need to. If something goes wrong with it, I need to get another one. Actually, I'm planning on, I might buy another one of these as a spare one. Because they weren't expensive, they were fairly cheap. It might be a good idea to buy an extra one, just in case that this one ever does go wrong, because it's, well, it's from China, you don't know if it's genuine or not. Yeah, it has got a QC sticker on it. I don't actually I don't know if it's a QC sticker. It's got some weird writing on it. It's in Chinese, I don't know what it means. I've gone and scraped the sticker a bit actually, I can't read it now properly because it says 10 I think on it. So it's not technically a cute quality control sticker, it's, I don't know what it says. It's got Chinese writing on it. Oh, well. So anyway, it fits great, so I've got to, you know, I'm thinking about putting the last section on. I might actually do that, because I think it's dried out enough. I think I've only got one more section to go on, and before I can start cutting this, I've got to line it all up, you see. And I've only got one section to go on, and that's this one. And I could show you how I do it because I've mastered it now. I mean, I've been practicing now. I was taking a lot of care initially when I started doing it because I was worried that something might go wrong. But everything, because I put the battery boxes inside the black part, that is, inside my frame, because I put them all in there the right way around, it avoided me making mistakes. It made it a lot easier to basically put it together. So I'm going to take these elastic bands off, I think, and I'm just gonna finish it off right over. I can show you how I do it. So, because I've only got one more to do. So what I have to do is, ideally the lights in the wrong. I need it to be that way around so I can see the light. Well, it should be alright. Do it like that. So I just need to pop something underneath there. So what was I using earlier? I was using that one. Just rest it on there like that. And so that's coming from the positive terminal to the negative terminal, yeah, because these are in series, you see. So what I do basically is, let's just see, did I tin that one? No, I didn't. So get my soldering iron. Might as well get it done with now because I'm just about there. Plug the soldering iron in. Right, so just let that warm for a minute. The tab on the end here, I've just got to bend that up. Right. So, solder that. So now it's now warming up. Oops. Yeah, I'll get this done. Right, so I'm just going to tin this, solder it, this first. I think my print job's nearly done. Oh, 98.9%, that's what I want to see. Right, got a nice bit of solder on there. Now, this is the tricky part, it's to get that to solder this, and there's not a lot of room. Oh, that's hot still. Right, so I basically prop it up in here. This is the awkward part. You're probably not going to see very well unless I move the. Actually, can I move the camera a bit? I don't know if you're going to be able to see. My hand's going to be in the way. Just a minute, let me think. Let me move the camera around the other side because I'm right-handed, you see. So, damn it. Sorry, the legs are going there. Right. I'm hoping you're able to see all right once I start doing this. Right, so right, I'm going to prop that down there. This is the technique I've worked out. I have to line my pins up so they're in line so that I'm not going to twist this wire, this strip at a funny angle. So what I usually do is I just tack it in position first. So I'll bend this down, let it rest on there by itself, tack it, and then let it, yeah, so you can see, I think you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if I can zoom in so you get a good shot of it. So this is what I do on every single one of these. Get them pins, these little pins where they click together, lined up so that they're not, it's straight. And then I've just got to get my soldering iron and press this on, tack it in the middle first, because they've already the solder already on the back, on the tabs underneath. And then what I'm doing is I'm actually soldering it onto the battery box tabs that comes through, the steel pins that comes through the battery box, because they're secured, and it saves ripping my copper tape off the back, you see. Now that I've got that tacked on, right, it's tacked on now, as you can see. Now I can just lift this up a bit more. Obviously it's not going to fall off now, so hang on, let me get my tape out of the way. Get out of the way, bloody thing. Right, now that it's tacked on, just rest it on there like that, because it's not going to fall off now. Get my screwdriver. Can you still see alright? I think you can. Let me just see if I can zoom in a bit better for you. Right. So, now just press the edges down of the metal strip so that it's close to the copper. I had to do this for every single one of these. And then we solder on all the way around that. I'm using the chisel tip on this soldering iron. Does a better job. Try not to get the middle part heated up, because it'll pop off again if I do. Try not to. And do that side. There we go. So we've got a good solid connection all the way around that strip there now. That's it. So that's the last one. And well, I've got external terminals too. Oh, my print finished. Right, that's that. So now I'll just have to take the elastic band and put it up here. Might want to zoom out. Oops, wrong way. And we just put them pins in the hole, because there's captain tape on the back of there, by the way. This is got captain tape all over, but there's nothing to short on, because this plastic is basically between two layers of plastic, you know what I mean, so you can't short on anything. So I just bend that over. As I say, I'm going to test this anyway, then I'm going to put the balance leads on. Just want to see what the current is before I actually start messing with balance leads on it. Right, so put that around the top one. I hope my band isn't going to snap on me. There's a lot of tension on the elastic band now, because... Right, there we go. So there we go. All 7 series, 7S. There we go. Got them all on. So I'm going to make some plastic caps, by the way. I need to back out a bit. It's so tall now. Hang on. Oh, my charge release is a bit short. So I've got to make some plastic caps that go on here as well. I'm going to do that later in SketchUp. It works out on to print those. So little plastic caps with the same profile at the end, and I'm going to stick them on the end, but then I'm going to mount my terminal, one on each end. So this end, oh yeah, I've forgotten something. Guess what I forgot to do? Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot something, you know. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to have my out terminal, a termination point coming out the end. do. Alright, we'll do that now. It's easy, it's not difficult. Put this on the end of the table like that, so it's hanging like that. So I've got to do another strip for the end termination for this battery box, top one. So that's got to come round. So stick this down. Oh, no, I'm just soldering and plugging back in again. So we've got one more to do. That's going to hook up to I'm going to stick what do you call them, connector things, you know, the push on figure 8 ended connector things, you know what I mean. Oh shit, what do you call them? Damn it, I can't think of it. Crimp connector things, yeah, you know what I mean. So I've got to make sockets. I've got to make the female. No, actually it's the male ones. Yeah, I've got to fit male, because it's got to simulate the battery terminals you see of a normal lead acid battery. You know, that type of terminal. So I've got to solder. I've got to make some mount for them. Oh, we're at temperature, right? Let me just. I don't want to melt my plastics. So. No, that's just. I'll overhang it so I don't melt anything. What's going on with this soldering? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It would help if I stick this up here and bend that a bit. Hang it on there. It's flopping on me. Ooh. Right, there we go. Alright, that's cooling it off on me as well. Right, so take that off there. Right, stick this up through that slot. It goes between two layers of plastic. There's the pink plastic and the black plastic, so it's not actually going to be anywhere near the batteries. Stick this up in. Actually, I'll go down, it's easier. Bend that over. This is going to get hot, so I've got to be quick. Right, that smells like it melted. Let's see, is it stuck? Yeah. Right, so now I just have to, let's see, trying to do this without blocking the view. Lay that down, prop that up on the end like that, and repeat and rinse, basically same as what I did last time. So just push that down. The reason I'm pushing it down is so there's nothing sharp sticking up. We don't need any sharp edges sticking up that might penetrate the insulation I put there. So that's why I'm pushing it down. I use my plastic thing usually, this little plastic thing, but this works anyway. Let's see. Pull the strip down a bit. It's got a good anchor there, I tell you, really good. And That's not going anywhere. That's that. Unplug soldering iron. Well, that's it. So I've got my termination point on the end. Okay, put this back up and clip it together. Oh, I want my elastic band out over here. I've got to get over that tabbing. There we go. Now we're done. Well, not done, but we've done what we've done for today, if you know what I mean. So that tabbing can be trimmed off now because I don't need the full length. I'll just get my pliers and straighten that out first. It gives me a better idea how long I need it. So I can cut it up about there. There we go, look at that, look at all that. That's all that's left of that old stuff I had. Literally about an inch. Who would have thunk it? I literally had exactly enough, more or less. I've got some new stuff in case I need it. So well, I'm just, as I said, I'll make some plates. Then the plate, I'm going to use some copper tape like I used before on the back of the plastic plate. Then I'm going to bond a battery tab terminal onto the plastic, and well, I'm going to use a lot of plastic glue to stick it on so it doesn't come out, and then leave that to dry for a few days, whatever. And well, this will be soldered to that, and then it'll be ready to install. Well, after I've put the balance leads and everything on it. So this end is where the balance thing has to go, so I've got to remeasure all that again, haven't I? So I've got quite a bit of spare tabbing sticking out of there, so I might need to push some of that in there a bit because it's sticking out a bit. So where's my steel ruler? It's not going to short because there's insulation. I've got a bit extra tabbing on there, so just going to fold that back a bit. So I'll just fold that in a bit so as it folds inwards rather than outwards, so it's in here, not an outie. There. Because when I put this that's better. I can see down the hole better now. It's not sticking out like a big bubble, because I don't want it sticking out, so that when I stick this thing down here, it's not going to short out anything. That's perfect. So all I have to do is redo this again, because I've got to drill holes. Oh, don't worry, the holes they'll be lined up more or less where these holes are, but I actually got these holes in the wrong place. That's the reason why I'm having to remark this off. So I'll just stick that on there like that. Oh my. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you do stuff in SketchUp without actually modelling this thing as well, which I didn't do. If I'd modelled this, I could have measured it exactly, but yeah, I'm just cutting corners a bit on that, so I'll just use this drill to mark that. Let's see, yeah, I've got my dimples. Right, so I need to... oh shit, I can't see them now. There they are. Drill spinning. There we go. Right, I get the big one now. I think I better go in steps, otherwise it's not going to line up properly. Oops. It'd be handy if I stuck it in the electric drill, I suppose, but I've got batteries in there and I don't know risk it. It could go straight through and hit a battery, so I'm doing it safe. It's only thin anyway, it's not that thin, but I just want to get it started so I can get the bigger bit in there. I could use a soldering iron and melt it. You know what, I think I might do that. It's just a lot easier. I think I'll use a soldering iron. I'm cutting my hands up on the drill bits. So let me find a nice big chunky drill. Sorry, tip. Oh. I want a temperature of about 220, sorry, 210. Let's find the biggest tip I've got. Let's see that one. Actually, that one, it's not the biggest one, it's a small one, but that might work. I don't want to melt all the way through. So let's see. Yeah, I think that'll go. If I go as deep as that little flange, that'll be about right. So I'll take that tip up here. Now let's just go up to 210. Right, 210 Celsius. And I'm just going to melt this bugger out because it's easier. Right, well. I think we're there. Then I'll get the big drill bit in and clear it out. Actually, while it's soft, yeah, that'll work. That's better. The holes are just to start me, really, because I've got to cut a bit out. Right, that's one. I'll just melt that other one again because it makes it easier. Makes the plastic all soft. There we go. So what I've got to do is create a slot. So I'm going to use the hacksaw and hacksaw into the hole, so that, yeah, you know what I mean. Right, I don't want to melt it, it'll be too messy, so I'm just gonna, I haven't really acetone treated this a lot, so it's not really strong, so I mean it'll cut quite easy, the knife will go straight through it. I'm going to turn this solder on off because it smells. The plastic's melting, I better wipe it off. $210 is the minimum that this plastic sort of melts out, really. Just starts to go jelly. It doesn't, actually I'll leave that to cool and I'll clean it off with acetone. Put my other tip away. Okie dokie, so if I get my knife, and if I just cut into that, cut a piece out. Yeah, because it's not acetone treated very much. I didn't want to risk it because it warps too much. And there we go. Makes it easy to trim, and then I can acetone strengthen that part later. I'm going to break that piece out with my pliers. Right. There we go. That was quite easy. I'll clean it up a bit with a file as well. Oh shit! Locking everything in the... Oh, blow. On the other table actually. Right. There we go. Right. I just realised I could have used this bit of plastic for my glue, but never mind, I've got plenty of it at the moment. You can see it's got a lot of infill on it. I'm blocking your view, sorry. I think I need a pointy knife. So the wires are going to go in here, you see. The way that balance charger works, it uses a ground in and a ground out. Well, the ground, one ground goes to the battery, the other ground goes to the charging and power circuit. Doesn't use the positive, goes directly to the ups. Oop, something just flew at me then. Alright, I think I've got it. I just want to get any burrs off here, off the inside. Some bits should fall out the bottom. Yeah, I need to put a bit of acetone on here because it's the layers aren't very well bonded. But as I said, this is not meant for structural strength. It's mainly to hold it all together, for safety, really. I think I need my diamond file. I need the. Oh, this one's probably too wide. Yeah, I don't know. I might go in. No, it's too wide. My rasp file, will that fit in? Nope. I'll go back to my really sharp knife again just to see if I can get a bit with that. Yeah, I need to. Where's my other file gone? My box of files, I'm looking for that. I'm gonna have to move the camera around here again. Oh, it's in the way. The legs have got stuck. Hang on. Sorry about this. Right. There you are. Oops. Okay, I'll get the round diamond file out of here. That's probably the best shape for this. And let's see, can you see alright? Do I need to zoom in? I'll zoom in a bit. I'm trying to watch I don't cut through my steel battery tabbing that's connecting the cells underneath there, because there's a steel thing inside there. I'm just watching out I don't hit that. I think acetone will sort the rest of that out. It'll soften it and make it go gluey, and I think I better move these wires out of the way. We don't want to have any mishaps. Oh, my knife will do that bit. I think I'll just put some glue over it. Some of my ABS glue, so fill that, because it's got some when the printer printed it, there's some, it's what you call info, it's hollow, this right, before I do that and make it all gooey and messy, I want to align test everything. So I'll put that circuit board back in it and have a look, make sure it lines up right. It should do. Well, I hope it does. Right, so that's the thing that went on the floor. So this should line up perfectly with them holes now. The camera's not in exactly the right place, is it? So this should line up. Yes, I can see the holes where the solder tabs go down there. So that's going to work. Oh, I can't get the damn thing out now. I need my hook. Shit. There we go. So yeah, I don't want to push it all the way in. That's about right, because the plug that goes in there, it won't go all the way in. That's insulated side, so it won't short anything out. I've got Captain on there just in case as well, on the other side, just in case somebody idiot, or maybe me in the future as an idiot, puts it in the wrong way around. That's just in case I forget. But that's a much thicker plastic on this side. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to get my glue. Where I put that? Here it is. And as usual, the damn needle's stuck in it. To heat that up. I got you. If I hadn't put that wire in, it would be solid plastic, and I'd never get it out. I'd never get the stuff to come out. Let's just go around this now and strengthen that. I don't want too much, otherwise I'll never get that thing back in. I'll let it dry a bit, then I'll push that thing back in and see if it still goes in alright while it's still soft. This is just to tidy it up a bit. As long as I can get my soldering iron in that hole and solder a wire on, that's all I want. I want the wires out of the way so they can't shorten on the metal casing inside the print, the ups, so that the wires are basically subterranean. It's the right word. Right word. Subterranean. You know what I mean? Can't get my needle back in now. Oh. My wire. Right, so that's that done, and a bit of acetone to, just because it's a bit flaky on here. I don't want to stick these together, by the way, yet, so I'm going to put a gap in here. Just elastic band's pulling it in. Let me see. So if I stick my, I've got a blade here. Stick that in here. I don't want it to stick together, you see. Oh, it would have done as well because it's on my pegs. I didn't realise my pegs were there. Yeah, it would have stuck together and I'll never get it apart. I need something bigger in there. I'll stick that in. I don't want to short my batteries out. What does that say? Oh, I'm going to use something that's not metal. I'll stick this plastic in here. Nylon. Right, that'll keep it from closing up because I don't want it to stick to that yet, because I want to be able to access it to do the wiring for the balance leads. And I'll stick a little thing in there. Something. What can I use? This cardboard will work. Yeah, and I'm just going to acetone this area a bit. Oh, this is bunged up as well. Hang on. There we go. It's soaking up like a sponge. I don't want too much because it warps if you do that too much. Just want to strengthen it. That'll do. Okay, so right. Let's let that dry. I'll stick it across on the table in a minute and let it dry on there. So all I need to do is put that thing in. I just put it down where I put it. Oh, there you are. I took the cardboard out again because it won't go in. I just want to clear out any plastic I've overspilled in it. There's some little I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? Sorry about that. I've got there's some little standoffs in here, and if there's too much plastic in there, they'll probably catch it and push it out the end. So that looks like we're alright. Yeah, it's going to go in without fouling. That's good. I'll drop my plastic in there now. Okie dokie, I think that's about it. I think I'll zoom out again. Oops, wrong way. I have an intermittent viewer that keeps popping in and disappearing unless it's more than one. I don't know. Don't know what YouTube's doing. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's when people look on the video on the homepage, you get these previews that pop up. That could be what it is. It's popping up saying I've got a view and I haven't really. So that could be what that is. Alright, so that looks good. I haven't got too much plastic in. I'll look down the hole and make sure. Let's just lift that up now. Look. Oh, I can't see it for the cardboard. Put that out. Oh yeah, that's clear. It's not going to be a problem. Right, brilliant. I just want to check the voltage coming out this end. I want to check, there should be 20, was it, I think the peak voltage was 28.7 or something. Let's get my meter on it, make sure everything's working before I actually carry on with the, well, I'm not doing the balance leads today, I'm probably going to do them tomorrow, I don't know. So I'll put my meter there and we'll see what voltage there is. It should be right. I think it's positive at this end. Touch that tab in. Should be on here. Ooh, I'm over limit. I want to be on the 200 volt range. So we are at 27.7. Yay! So don't know if you can see that. I don't know. There we go. Anyway, I'll show you again. 27.7. We've got the voltage underneath for the ups, so yeah, it drops to 24 when it's under load. All good. No sparks. I think this is dried. Oh yeah, it's dried enough now. I can take this plastic out. Yeah, I think we're all good now. I can put. This is a rubber mat, by the way. And I always try to put batteries on rubber mats. It's safer. Yeah, it's all good. I'll just leave that to dry for a day or two. before I do the balance leads, and then I've got to put as a terminal tabs at each end on this end. I've got to put plastic cover on there, and also a plastic cover on the back, and I'm not forced to have a plastic cover on the back, but it's best because of the terminals at each end. I don't want that shorting against a metal body inside somewhere, or the chassis. It's best to at least have half of it covered, and have it terminated in an insulated tab, and then just put the battery plug lead onto it, and yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. I don't know if you can see down the hole. Get it lined up. Don't know if you can see down here. Yeah, that's not going to stick to it now because it's dried a bit. It's actually dried to the touch now. So, almost there. I can leave it the right way up now. I'll stick it on the table over here. I'll leave that for a day or two. And I'll monitor this, that this doesn't warp. If it starts to curl, I'll stick the actually I could leave that in there, then it won't shrink on it. It won't shrink down, so I might just leave this in here. Might be a good idea to do that. Push this in and leave that in place. Just making sure it's not catching on anything. No, looks good. Yeah, I'll probably leave it in. Then it won't shrink down and collapse, and then I can't get the damn thing in, you know what I mean? As long as I can get it out. I can see my terminals for soldering to. Oh, I'll show you. If you look down, oh, the light's not on it very good. If you look down them holes, you'll see my terminals. Get the light on it, and right. Actually, let me get my little torch. You should be able to see the terminals that you soldered to. Or you can use a screw, but I don't want to use screws because it might penetrate and go into the battery underneath, so I'm just going to use solder. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you later.